With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Space to maneuver at the 40. Powering his way forward. 34 yards there and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Harrington, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jacobs now trying to run inside, but nothing there. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Hutton. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Jags grab it. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Following the fumble recovery, Hutton looking for the end zone, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
In your face.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Next to score, Titans 7, Jaguars 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Leonard Fournette. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
from midfield. Here's Carr. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
637. Right there. 54, right there.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They fake the handoff. Now Carr rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr, the connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 2. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, Hutton looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harrington. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That good for 22 and a first down. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of 2 there. Second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's get it.
On second and 12, Carr. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a third down.
What down? 180.
56. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Hey, Raider 2.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Raider.
Smith.
Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
From the gun, it's Carr. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes this a 9-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw on second down. Hutton looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Carr now on third and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jarrell Casey able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will give them a 12-point lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
We got this.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Operating from the gun. Hutton airing it out deep for Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A carry for the big fullback. This is Derek Coleman. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They go with a fullback, Coleman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he's able to get it out of there. He won't go down. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go, D.
Looking to throw. Hutton. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And some room to work. The 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Ready. 10, touchdown. 85. Tackle.
Throwing on first down. Hutton. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First down, Tennessee.
Ready. Hey, come on. 59. They can't hang with us.
On first and 10, Hutton. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Titans.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back to throw. Hutton. Throw left side complete. That's Harrington. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Here we go. 6 yards. I got you. Hey. You got 3 down.
On 3rd and 2, Hutton. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss, because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
6-18. 56.
Throwing again. Carr under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
Monday, down. 280.
Check 56. Check pass, check pass.
Hey, 734.
56.
Hey, Zoo.
Stick at the mic.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A quick throw here out to Brown. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Get the flag. Watch the screen. Pass.
And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's 3rd and short. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrington. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Silver.
To throw on 2nd down. Hutton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Right 54. You. Way to run. Shit. Who's right? Shit. Easy. Kill.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Check. Walk 54. Know your job. Check. White.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Fournette. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fournette. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Out to his left. And that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Carr. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 16. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Hey, Steve 6.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
From the gun, Carr. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
22 yards there, a first down.
Come on, set. Go to bench. Come on, 45. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They'll run on first down. It's Harrington, and he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harrington, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now again, right side. It's Harrington. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Looking to throw. Hutton steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
It's our time. It's our time.
Operating from the gun. Hutton. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Ready. 45. Check my 45. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. From the gun, Hutton. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in